Hello, humans. I am welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I am in the forest. I got this. I found the hatchet. This thing was lost the other day, but I did find it. That's all that really matters. Is that it was a purchase that had gone missing, had once again been found. However, there's only one remaining issue: is where the fuck did the fucking cleaver go? There was a cleaver down here too that we had, but it's lost amok. Welcome. I found the axe that we lost. I'm once again wielding the hatchet in the woods. Oh, thank you. Hello to you as well. I'm lost in this deep state of just indifference, I guess. I've been on and off mentally because of what I've been dealing with my life. Nothing circumstantial, nothing truly bad, nothing good. I prevented myself from finishing my Dismemories album at the time because I said that I was trying to live my life. But then I lived my life, overthink, became critical of myself and others, and pushed away the girl I was talking to. It's kind of what it goes down, I guess. You can't be the perfect mood moderator for everybody in your life. That's fucking stick. It's cool. And that's just something I like to do. I like to take what ounce of kindness I have and force kindness into people's fucking lives. You know, it's like a pickaxe. And then I get overbearing of it because I know my ability to be kind to people goes from selfless to selfish because I just want people to feel better. But then I look at what's going on necessarily in a bigger scheme of things. And me just wanting people to feel better turns into me wanting to be the reason that they always feel good. I was a little too consumed with the girl because I hadn't talked to anybody in a while. Nothing serious. Talking to people online isn't serious. Talking to people long distance is about as serious as the action shows. Talking to people in person's just been difficult for me since, all the shenanigans I got into when I was fucking younger. Because of all those young shenanigans, I'm still being held back from feeling like the 100% man that I need to be. As a man, I'm a strong dude that can get shit done. I'm persistent in my completionist mindset. But I am not as dependable and I'm not as much of a providing energy as I would like to be to my friends, significant others, family, myself. I can't really do the things that I want to do. Q. I can't pronounce that. It looks like it's I'm gonna say European because I don't know a lot of languages. Like, is that like, I don't know what language that is. Fuck. I get lost in my head because I want to have a life that seems normal. It seems ideal of what I want. I want to have people in my life that want me in theirs too. Equal respects, ups and downs, percentiles, I want to enjoy my life with people in it. Much like my father, when I don't get what I want, I turn into a big, stinky fucking child baby man. Modern world is tough. The modern world is based upon communication, but communication is over the span of 17 different apps, over the span of texting. And most people have been discipled into following the stay-at-home mentality. Home is a safe place where you can do safe things. Home is where your shit is. Home is your castle. And most people don't want to leave their castle. I'm consumed with being from a generation, a small window opportunity that seeped into the new generation of people that, like, I was there in the acquisition of internet and all that. Now everyone has already had the glory of finding out what all this shit is. And I'm now stuck at the age I'm at now, realizing people want to go on, you can say that it's for their hobbies and shit, but, people want to become an influencer, people want to become a game streamer. I know people that are in college, but a lot of people I've talked to, it just seems like they're so self-reserved these days. And I guess when it boils down to it, most of all, I just become a very lonely person because I have expectations, which is something you shouldn't have in life. My expectations stem that if I put energy into a fucking pool, that it will be swam in. More often than not, I found I put energy in the pool and people just want to steal the fucking water. And that's not good for me at all. I'm not healthy because I am dependent on socializing to seep out of my boredom. I went on a little walkie walk today. Now I'm in this awesome forest sanctuary with my pickaxe. And I'm just wondering how deep the roots of self-destruction and self-abolishing negativity in my fucking skull can perpetuate my life further to a downward spiral. I don't know how to truly accept that things are good, because I've been through plenty of scenarios in my life where things are either up or down or they're questionable. So for a very long time, I've stuck with those mindsets, thinking that at any moment things are going to get terrible. Where I was doing all my shit in my life before, that's literally how things be. Things would just fall apart. They'd get difficult. You'd go to your job and then you'd have the chance of your manager telling you that they got to lay people off. Or you call your boss and say, listen, I'm fucking throwing up all over the place. I almost shit myself. And then they just fucking fire you. Even if a doctor's note. You go to fucking anywhere. You go to McDonald's. Thank you, why no? I like to vent. I am an emotional creature. I am definitely a very emotional creature. I am a Silent Hill fan, of course. But if you look at the Silent Hill people, they're damaged, man, just like me. If you look at the fucking Silent Hill characters, you see that the Silent Hill characters, everything's fucking fine, and then snap. In Silent Hill 1, Harry's in the car, everything's fine, bam. Loses fucking Cheryl, she's fucking lost, he's find her, goes to hell. Silent Hill 2, he killed his wife. We can just rule that one out. We know everything wasn't fine. Silent Hill 3, Heather was just at the fucking mall and things went to shit. Bueno. Hello, Buzz Dovin. I I can guess that, I do got that sort of squarish, rectangular facial structure. I can accept the James shit. I can. Just don't got that blonde hair, but I can definitely accept that I am a ruminating energy of appearance when it comes to the facial structure of James Sunderland. Silent Hill 4, the dude was just chilling in his apartment and the door was bolted up one day and he can't leave. Silent Hill fucking Origins is like, hey, fucking trauma. I'm just a trucker, dude. I guess I'm going to Silent Hill because I gotta go to fucking that direction. And then things go to shit. Silent Hill Homecoming, the dude killed his brother. Once again, that's a bad example. Fucking Silent Hill Shattered Memories, if you can count that as an official title in the series, because it's that re-imaging that bullshit and it comes from a different perspective. So I would like to rule that one out. But, Harry was just up one day from the dead, perpetuating through the mind, the visor of a different character in the game. No spoiling here. Maybe I can spoil it. I don't know how many people really want to get on the PS2 or the fucking Nintendo Wii. But his daughter is the fucking character in the game. And he's just the one that we play as. Silent Hill Downpour is like, oh, Silent Hill fucking Shattered Memories came out? Alright, let's put Silent Hill Downpour. This dude's a fucking prisoner. But, he killed a dude that hurt his kid. And then killed... I don't know, that's just another one because there's multiple ways to end the game. But all these people are just fucking deeply damaged. I have the blessing of not being in a world where there's demons and monsters crawling around where I need to consume health drinks and first aid kits and shit to feel better. The biggest demons that I truly do fight are my thoughts and my behaviors from changing and becoming a more stable individual. My mental health has not been good for a long time. So my fucking bullshit just keeps seeping through and I become, once again, the bad guy in my life. I become my own fucking pyramid head in a way, my own butcher, my own boogeyman. And I've been haunted by the fact that my overthinking will create me to become a bastardized version of myself that doesn't have any care for others, because it happened in the past. But while I overthink, it just kind of be happening in the background, and then it overtakes me, and I fall from my fucking grace again. It doesn't matter. I was talking to someone that I really liked, and then that person became distant. That person slowly chimed down. Then my birthday came around and they hung out with me on my birthday. And it was all thoughtful and loving and caring. And then like a few days go by and it's just gone. And it just has put me into an even further emotional rut than I want to be in. I hang out with my friends. I smoke weed. I consume nicotine carts. I am doing my best to be a person. I'm doing my best to live my life and to become better in it. I have a new job, and my new job is in a smaller facility. It's back to prep cook and line cook work, but it's a small restaurant. And it's been not bad at all. It pays more than my old job. My old job is, falling apart. Everybody keeps quitting. The management is becoming increasingly hostile towards the employees. Cutting the hours so they can get more money. as managers. It's just been very tough for me to have peace in my mind. It's been very tough for me to just examine positive change or just positivity in general as something that will last if I just stay fucking calm and I don't fucking throw some kerosene and whip a lighter at it and have it explode, coming in a noxious flame so high that burns the whiskers off of every motherfucker in Timbuktu. I am one of those motherfuckers that would get burnt because I'm right next to the fire. This is some killing of the first flame bullshit. Is I'm lighting my own hell. I light my own hell through my overthinking and through my lack of just trying to fucking chill. I can't be chill. I've spent so much time traumatized and in survival mode that I want things to just go well while they're going well. And then I make things worse by burying things deeper, pushing people away further, becoming unstable mentally and socially. The fundamentals of life are just don't get angry at the people you love and don't let them see that you're sad after actions that everyone has to go through. You can't live your life thinking that other people owe you 100% of their time. You can't live your life trying to give people 100% of your time either. And like I said, I haven't been in a relationship a long time because I've just been fucked in the head. So I try to get in a relationship with someone that just got out of a relationship, an abusive relationship, and then would just push for them to get closer, push, because it confused me. I wouldn't accept and honor the fact that they needed time from getting out of their abusive relationship just because I was having fun. So I made them feel guilty. I got upset at them, and then I got truly more abominable with my actions. And now taking space apart. But I know that there's a deeper reason behind it. I know it's because of me. Everything I've done is because of me. All the people that I pushed away have always been because of me. Because I have expectations of people. You can't have expectations of people just the same way that they can't have expectations of you. Your world is created by your actions. My actions have been childish and impatient with others and just life in general. On the side note, everything else is fine and going according to what it needs to. I'm still getting closer to being patient, trying to figure out my driving situation because I do want to be able to legally drive and get around again and not feel like I'm haunted from being a wastoid criminal bad guy. And as fucking deep-rooted as that may be in my fucking head, I know I'm not as much of a shitbag as I want to feel like I am. But that just becomes tough because me thinking I'm a shitbag once again stems back from when I was being careless with my time and being a degenerate, just reflecting constantly upon myself until there is nothing else to feel about it. I sense a feeling like a shitbag because I've been a shitbag in the past. And being a shitbag in the past directly reflects my mindset when it's difficult to overcome being a shitbag because I still have the repercussions of being a shitbag. The repercussions of socializing, the repercussions of being able to do what I care most. I do like to travel. You saw me when I was in my car, I was going all over the place. I've been stationary everywhere I move. I live on a road and I go to my job, down the road, and then back. I go and do small things and ultimately depend on other people for my entertainment because I don't have the ability to leave the fucking road I live on because it's like a 4-mile stretch of just road that leads downtown at some point. But downtown is like a fucking hour and a half walk for me. And I'm really not trying to do all of that. I'm really not trying to go out of my way, wasting my time to enjoy a small amount of time. I want to enjoy more. Because, I'm selfish of wanting to have fun. I'm selfish of trying to experience life. I just don't feel like I've experienced the way that I wanted it to. Life has been very confusing for me because the more I overthink, the more I perpetuate mental illness into my mind. The more it lingers there, the more stressed out I get, the more that I stagnate myself, and the mental illness demon grows bigger in my head. Mental illness demon goes away, comes back. Goes away when things are good. Comes back when I can't accept that things are good. It's been really confusing for me too. I just turned 18 and I've never felt more alone in my life. You're not alone, my friend. CHMIV. 18 was a tough time for me, man. 18, I was in college. I was in college until I was about 19. And the majority of my friends were from a Silent Hill group online. And then a couple knuckleheads that I would hang out with from school that all we did was smoke cigarettes and fucking act like assholes in public. And, I had a lot of friends at that age that were still in degenerate cycles. When I was 18, I was very lonely. I went to a fucking boarding school the last 2 years of high school, and I wasn't able to go home because my family made the okay if I could go home or not. So when I was sitting there wasting away, I finally fucking graduated, only to go into college right away without any real purpose. I wanted to go to school for all sorts of different shit because I'm one of those people that don't know how to handle life. So I was trying to become a video game software engineer. I wanted to become a music engineer. I wanted to go to school for psychology and become a criminal fucking therapist. I wanted to do all sorts of shit. Botany, fucking pharmaceutics, just psychology in general, and it just fucking fell apart because you can pour money into something that takes fucking years to do. Software engineering is cool. Imagine being able to create the software that a company uses. Imagine being able to design a video game that people play. Imagine being able to fucking do shit with your life and get off of this fucking rock at the level we're all at. I have ideas in my mind about what would make a perfect fucking video game, because I have my RPG mindset and I have my survival horror mindset, so I'm well-rounded in what makes a nice little adventure. But that always comes down to, do you have the tools? Do you have the software to do it? Do you have the fucking team? You can't do it all on yourself. So college was ultimately a washout for me. I've been trying to go back to school, but that's the main issue. Is I go back to school, I have to cut my full-time job to part-time and find a way to get to school because I can't fucking drive. I go back to school, I can get a degree in some trade and make decent money, and then become a hired hand for people's odd jobs that needs to get done. You know, my dad did that. He just completed as much trades and just did so many internships and all that journeyman, all that shit with all these different things. But then he had so much experience that he had so many projects, taking care of my little brother, taking care of my grandmother. It ultimately killed him because he was too overwhelmed. I don't want to ponder life to the point that I overthink. My sick mother ran for a few years now, and I found her channel for selling lots of music. You know, thank you. Silent Hill 2 music is actually the biggest music on my channel. The most popular track on my channel is The Forest Trail. Why? Because it's fucking eerie and fucking suspense building. I think it had like 200,000 listens last time I checked. But you know, I am not the best at keeping up with this thing. It's not really the best to go keep up with the channel. It's not the best for me to keep up my music production or even go with my friends and do shit. Alone in the Town, my favorite, other than the city atmosphere, I think. Alone in the Town is one of the best tracks in there because it's very trip-hoppy. It definitely found snazzy and funky as hell. That was one of my favorites. You got tracks like Ordinary Vanity, which are pretty cool. A World of Madness, definitely fucked up. That one was very nice when you meet Angela. The music in the hotel definitely was at the end. No, I should just say the beginning. You know, it seemed empty. They have that music designed that you're in this big haunted hotel. And then it just sounds like clunking and shuffling of things in the background. And then you get to the later hotel, and that was just like the sad shit. Relating to the fucking resolution. When it comes down to it, I have a select few tracks that I really enjoy. Different Persons from Silent Hill Shattered Memories is probably... I mean, the whole Silent Hill Shattered Memories, like half of it is scary as shit and unsettling, and the other half is just like, chill, I'm going on a little adventure. F G G G G G G H. I'm gonna show that. What's that mean, though? Another moderator just handled it. I'm the fucking only moderator here, man. What's up, Snixie? Snixie cat? Oh god, they're spamming a bunch of nerd faces. Oh no. Yeah, Different Persons is definitely one of the better tracks, I'd say. Because, I don't know, you get to the fucking resort town part of the game, and it just seems like a very nice little adventure. The first fucking 5 seconds of that track are like frost and chill. Silent Hill Shattered, Silent Hill Origins had some fucking nice trip-hoppy lounge music that went on. Damn, that's a lot of them. Those ones are in italics? How do you put an emoji in italics? I guess I could say that I'm excited for the remake of 2. Silent Hill 2 remake is going to be like... I feel, you know, they got all this old this influence and assistance from the old teammates of the Team Silent Hill or whatever, Team Silent, it's definitely being guided where I don't think it would be in the wrong mindset to be a good game. I just know that it'll be very different. I mean, combat-wise, the early fucking videos that everyone saw looked a little clunky. But everything looks clunky. You can have a game fucking freshly released, and for fucking months on end, it's not going to be, maybe even like years, it won't be debugged or anything. I'd say, you know, the atmosphere versus a PS2 game being remade for PlayStation 5 really ups the quality of what the game could be. Silent Hill 1 has probably the most clanky of controls, but you get used to them. Silent Hill 2, you know, if you're playing other games, after a while, you're just going to be like bumping in the shit. You know, you run with James, you can do it right. If you're like fucking steam engine rolling, running and shit, and you bump into a wall, he'll fucking fall on his ass. Tank controls, you know, they are definitely clunky. You go forward, pivot, left, right. You can't just like strafe and shit. I mean, you can, but that's old school strafing, which is different. Silent Hill 2 Remake is going to be better looking fog. It's going to be smoother, possibly more realistic combat for the most part, because you got all these new physics engines. I mean, imagine if it was a hack and slash Silent Hill using the Havoc engine. That would be fucking funny as shit. You get some Devil May Cry style James going around, fucking getting the wood plank and leaping across the fucking area. It's the same thing as you get an oversaturated department of horror movies that all basically follow the same scare physics engine. Now you're getting into games that all have the same outtakes of adventure, suspense, and action. That was a lot of people had that problem. Resident Evil 5, when it came out, is that it seemed too actiony, but it's always been like that. You're fighting giant alligators and a bunch of zombies, and there's explosions, and you're fighting BOW weapons. Resident Evil 4 was especially a fucking actiony game. You can vault through windows and shit, and you're fighting people with chainsaws. That's action in itself. Then people would say some shit that, you know, the new games just got too actiony. Horror, I don't want to even think that horror is actually dead. I just want to think that horror has become dry because the only thing they can interest us with is nice atmospheres, interesting IQ puzzles, and another way of making a spooky witch lady with a bunch of fucking chainsaws attached to her and a big eyeball that comes out of her mouth scary. The only thing they can really do, I mean, look at Bloodborne's approach. Bloodborne literally threw you in such a scary fucking atmosphere that's so dark, shades of blue, shades of gray, just fucking shades of red. It's a very dark, fucking almost industrial horror zone. The Victorian nature of it made it so gloomy that I can't play this game by myself. And then the monsters in that were spooky, but you get later on in the game, and that's probably some of the best enemy design I've ever seen. I mean, let's face it, Silent Hill 1 was, you know, the enemies were all right. Silent Hill 2, the enemies were cool looking, but most of them are humans. You got the doorman and shit, and the flesh cage. The grapplers are fucking cool. Silent Hill 3 had some very cool looking monsters in it. Silent Hill 4, you know, you got Ghost. You got the twin figure, and that's it. and the abdomen, which is basically just another twin figure thing. Those are like the coolest enemies in the fucking game. Silent Hill fucking Homecoming had a whole bunch of cool monsters in it. I'm not gonna lie. While Silent Hill 3 was being sold on fucking eBay for like $80 and all that shit, I went into an old video game store and I got a copy of it for $12. That's probably the best chances you have is check local game stores that hold retro games and shit. Because you can't find anything like that online. You're gonna find a used disc for $140 that's fucking damaged. It's unreadable. So it's a retro game. Sure enough, sound like game they're sounding. Just keep looking, man. You know, by chance I was able to find Silent Hill 4 and Silent Hill Origins, and then go back to that same store years later and then find Silent Hill 3. It just comes to, oh, and they had Silent Hill, the Xbox one, Restless Dreams. The mother still has her original copy of Silent 1 too, but I honestly pirated too. But in Mexico, we have a big pirated selection. That's the fucking thing. Is these days pirating games is one of the only things you can do. PlayStation 3, even though it has a selection of like games that you can get, they're not like all the best games. They're just like a select few of notable cult favorites. No matter if you use the PAL or the European version, you know, you still only get to select from 3 basically world area codes of games. One of the best things I did see is you can get a PlayStation 2 that's been hijacked to have all these built-in games and connect to the internet that has fucking like 256 gigabytes worth of space on memory for it, for your memory card, and then it has every single fucking game built in. I've seen these things being sold for like $240. You get all the fucking games you would want to play because they have all the games on the shit. I don't know. PlayStation 1 is cool. PlayStation 2 is cool. PlayStation 3 is definitely where I started seeing things, you know, downgrade. They had the big hype that things looked a little bit better. But also, you get stuck with shorter games. These shorter games here, this a bottle. These bottles have didn't even break. This is our little sanctuary spot that we made. We go here to have fun, but we haven't really had much fun here. We come here and we smoke now. Even that, you gotta respect the moments while they're there, but the moments for most of my things that I want to experience with my time have ceased to exist in the light I would want them to. I can easily overwhelm anyone. I'm an overwhelming character. I talk a lot. I move around a lot. Quick on my feet to overthink. I quick on my feet to overtalk. I'm quick on my fucking feet to just flood the room with energy, which could be seen as unnecessary or over the top. My only counterpoint is, you know, I can start a conversation. Who really wants to have an entirely quiet room? There's always going to be somebody that wants to talk. Why can't I be the one that talks? Shit. I can't accept that I have to limit myself to finding time where I can be at peace alone. Because I don't want to fucking be alone. I don't want to be... Hey, you know, you got to learn, man. Or woman. Why not? You got to fucking learn. Learning's the best thing you can do. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is application. I get this anger that builds up when I don't get the way I fucking want. Because I'm fucking childish. I really gotta go to now, man. But it was really nice talking to you. I do these fucking video things now because it's therapeutic for me. So definitely you'll catch me on here again at some point randomly when I just need to fucking vent to the fucking internet. I vent about the same shit with my friends all the time, but I've been just kind of focusing on this girl. But the people here know me because I am a Silent Hill fucking nerd. So that's what it is. Sometimes it's more comforting talking to people online that understand what you're going through in an unabridged cycle where, you know, they'll be responsive to it all. Your friends want to hang out with you and not stress out and have fun. Then you say some mad, stupid shit. Solitary confinement? Like a mental hospital or like prison? I've never been in jail. Well, I've been in jail because I've done some stupid shit like gotten fucked up on drugs and then drove. I've been in jail because I've stolen shit, breaking and entering into things, speeding. Solitary confinement. You need to branch off of that, my friend. Have I been hospitalized? Hell yeah, I'm fucking nuts and unstable. When I was 19, I tried to kill myself because I smell meth. You want to know how I can tell I can smell meth? Because I know what it fucking smells like because I used to do a lot of meth. I smell the pungent odor of meth in the air. That is very pungent. You see, meth smells like aerosol spray mixed with, like a lighter dose of aerosol spray mixed with fucking helium and burning hair. All combined in some fucking potluck of nastiness. It's gone now. Yeah, I was locked up plenty of times. When I was 19, I tried to fucking kill myself because ultimately I found my friends were just people online. And if they weren't people online, they were a bunch of degenerates. Walter. You know, that Breaking Bad shit is the problem why when I tried to be a drug dealer it didn't work out. And I tried to work with a bunch of people that just wanted to do drugs. And I didn't learn anything myself from learning that he broke bad and then fell apart and never changed his character. He got mad money and then lost it all. I've been hospitalized 6 times in my life inside of the mental hospital. I was hospitalized in the mental hospital because I was not positive. I was hospitalized in the mental hospital because I was a danger to myself. I was a danger to my own sanity. So I only confine myself in my all beige colored room. Hey, beige isn't that bad of a color. I've confined myself to my room. I've confined myself away from technology. Here I am in the beautiful forest and I'm lost on my fucking phone on a fucking YouTube live show. I don't know, man. If you hate beige, you got many options. Close your eyes, don't look at the walls. Change the paint color in your room, that will help. Go outside. Go in a different room. Shine a flashlight in your eyes for like 5 minutes, and then you'll be colorblind for a bit, and it'll look a little bit different. Get the fuck off of me, mosquito. Like I said, the longest I've been in jail was like an hour. I've been confined in the solitary confinement of being fucking homeless, if you could count that, I guess. Put it at a different angle. In a world filled with people, you'll always feel alone. If you wander the world looking for someone to end your loneliness. More often than not, I have found that if I just be goofy and I be just me, things are well. But then I get fucking struck again with bullshit. And things are not as well as I would like. More often than not, I have found that I've generated a monster in my eyes by changing my own fucking character, man. I was no longer the tan man. I was now the beige man throughout my body and soul. I manifested the beige within me. The bullshit. This fucking axe is technically kind of beige, almost. I mean, you can't see it. It looks more yellow on the camera. But it's definitely beige. It's just, you know, I got a fucking Samsung. Splendid. I have an active imagination because I've been through too much and been too open-minded about the exploration of what life could be. I've thought more about what life could be instead of living in the moment and thinking inside the box. I've been living the moment while thinking outside of the box and critically trying to estimate how things would be. I have been lost. I used to write small horror short stories in college. I used to write songs in middle school and high school about whatever the teachers were talking about, and I just write down quick little gibbets inside of a what the fucking thing's called? The composition book. Well, I want to live like a dog, but people won't let me fucking wag my tail and bark out of enjoyment. They tell me not to fucking be so rambunctious. And then it just falls apart, dog. Falls apart, my tail goes between my fucking legs. Become a stinky fucking man dog creature. You've seen The Fly. I'm like, I go in, the dog goes in, the fly goes in, and the concept and definition of the word bitch goes in. And then it comes out on the other side. So I've been houseless without my family. I've been houseless without my friends. I've given up my house to satiate friends. and then got kicked out because of stupid shit that didn't need to happen. Because I am a help a dude out. Oh, your friend is fucking stressed out and needs a place to stay. Him and his girlfriend, let them crash on the couch. Nothing bad can come of it. I learned firsthand that people would rather do drugs than respect you saying, don't do drugs in my house. What I like to do, take this axe. Look at that tree. Fucking bounced off. Get that axe right there. Fucking botched it again. I suck. I'm good for nothing. Can't even throw an axe in the tree. Throw the axe in the tree once. Try it in the right hand. Can't do it. This axe is going in the tree. Maybe try your other hand. It's in the other hand now. Clip the tree with the other side of the axe rod side. I gotta get it in there once done. Went in for a little second. Bounced off. Maybe the axe needs to be sharpened. That is a good assessment of the situation. It looks like the edge of it's bent anyway. But even a dull blade can be cleaved into the tree if you throw it just the right way. Whew. This thing's gonna bounce back and can't hit me in the head. I'm gonna bleed to death. It's my fucking mental health, throwing an axe in the tree by myself. Ooh! I fucking did it. I guess that's where it's gonna stay. Enough little rambles for now, I guess. I'll jump back at some point. Good evening for now, my friends.